You think kings just stop existing? They don't. Kings are there forever. They last from the past, they last from there to now, they last from here to now. There are kings. And we're right on to the next one. James, who eventually becomes James the Schizmatic. Not even gonna lie, I don't know what that word means. I should have looked it up. But I'm not going to, because that ruins the integrity of all the videos that I've ever made on this channel. No research. Uninformed. Unforgivable. But let's learn about him. He was in power for some really long amount of time. So I'm not going to actually so it'll be just this guy this video. Just him. He was in power for like 40 years. And it took a long time and was interesting on his own. So enjoy the video. I'll be back in and out. King James again. Your soldiers Okay, King James. What do you have to say about King James? King James. I forget about everything. I forget about what we did with King James, but hey, he's got the luck. He's got fattest of stacks. Oh, sidebar. James was living on a couple things from a previous king. The Silk Road and dice. The dude doesn't lose a gamble. And the dude's money basically just keeps going up and up and up, and he's got to spend it. There's too much money. There's too much money. I've said it a couple times in this video, but, you know, Rick Ross said it best. My bitch bad, looking like a bag of money. With T-Pain going, oh, woo, woo, yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't auto-tune with the classic blue snowball, you know. Look at this thing. It's beautiful, but you get what I was going for. Your soldiers' wages are too low. Absolutely, we'll pay them. Yep. Well, I'd like to meet up with some of my scientist friends. King James knew one thing. He had steady income, so he needed to keep spending. The estuary of the River Drop is a dangerous swamp for travelers. Should sanitize the area. James again knew. He had to spend money. Wolf, wolf. You know what's up? I agree. Kingdom of the South claims you're betrothed. No. The mines are full of gold. Have to share with the people. James was a sharer because he had steady fat stacks. Ah yes, forced sharing of the profits, because if he didn't share the profits, he would be too rich and get shot in the face with an arrow. The classic struggle of being a king back in the day, am I right? While doing my research, I designed a rather clever way to distill alcohol. Don't you share your money with me. I don't need your money. We should attack the Kingdom of the South. Yes? Alright, Kingdom of the South's gonna get that ass beat. People in the Western Village are afraid of goblins. We should take care of this. Oh, James. You? Church. Oh, James knew when we wanted the church to take care of it. A new farming technique has considerably improved the harvest. What do you want to do with this income? James is having money problems. A slithering snake sneaks in your sleep. Yes. Would you like a hug? No. Remember, when getting hugged, there's always an opportunity that you get stabbed in the belly. You get hugged, or they take a knife right behind the back and go, oh, boom. And you won't see it come until it's too late. You get in there, you carve it up a little bit, you hit that spinal cord, and you're done. Especially back in the day. This is 868. You get a paper cut, you died. They didn't have technology. What's the average life of living in 868? 30? If you're lucky. Nowadays, you got people living till like their mid-80s, and it's awesome. Because we have medicine, technology. We are keeping people alive forever. And it's a beautiful thing. No hugs. That's a one-way opportunity to just get stabbed, and then just stabbed real hard. And then just, you know, just like, ooh. Like, that's not right at all. 2, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The boar you're at war with has a weakness. It's not really fair play, but would you like to take advantage of it? Oh, James needs to spend some money. That works. There's been an explosion in the capital. We don't know what to do with it. Shall we close the gates of the city? Yes, absolutely. James knew he was way too rich, so he had to keep spending money. His parents are regrouping under the banner of a terrible warlord. Send the army. Alright. The eastern baronies are attacking. We will only prevail by enlisting the population. James is having money and religion troubles right now. So, yeah, kill the people. Strike them, Mary. If I say yes, I think we're dead. I think James is dead. So no. Good. You know, there's a certain point in life when you get so much money, it's called fuck you money. That's what James had. James had so much money. If anyone said anything to him, flip him off. You could just flip him off. Yeah, oh yeah, what you're gonna do? You're gonna cancel him? Fuck it, he's got $500 million in the bank. Oh boy, I'm so mad that I oh, thank you, mister. I'm so mad that, you know, I don't do anything anymore because I got canceled for something. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go sit on a beach for my $500 million. It doesn't matter. That's how the life James was living. And it's something we should all appreciate. Money showers. Thank you, Ty Dolla $ign. The river drop is flooding a large part of the country. We need help from the church and the army. Okay. Nice, hurt the cash. Yeah. One thing James was, he had way too much money. We need to absolutely build a tower. The message says, a griffin has devastated the garrison from the south. Well, obviously send money. One thing James was rich as fuck. Look at you. Now look at James. All my Jameses live rich as fuck. Thanks, 2 Chainz. And Lil Wayne. Don't worry, I know it's a Lil Wayne song. The Merchants Guild is selling goods traditionally built at Abbey. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, good. We can now hold off on spending money because James knew he was rich. My lord, you can't stop the trade. Please reconsider, even if it means paying a new tax. Now, good. James was rich. Your mind's not fighting. We have to buy abroad. No, screw you, army. The miners are refusing to dig the mine. They want a raise. We can't afford a raise. I want it to be known that James could afford the raise. He could afford to pay anyone anything. It was just the fact that if his money got too low, he didn't have that. He was kicking into his semi-emergency fund, you know. Why be rich when you can be wealthy? Am I right? An emissary of the Eastern Baronies is on his way. Should we cut his head off and send it back? Nah, we good, fam. We ain't gonna cut him off. Sorry, man. Should we cut a deal with them? There you go. James was a kind king, but for some reason he doesn't have a nickname after 25 years. He's just King James. So LeBron. Another explosion. It's time to send this so we have room for security. Alright. My lord, would you like to hunt to wild pigs? Sure. The humble success. We have a very fine banquet tonight. Give it to the people. Oh no! The money's done. You know how I said James was wealthy? I lied. I lied so hard. James was broke now. You know, that's what happens when your barn gets burned down in a fire and all the contents are there. It's what happens when you put your money into a safe and dig it into the ground. Someone else is going to dig it up, unravel it, and take it. Thank you, Walter White. James's barn fell down. People are scared and now consider you responsible for the terrorist. They want your head. Call the army. You're a miscreant spitting in the face of God. Your priests are a sorry band of pagans. Blinking heavily. Oh. Here we go. James. He might be old, but on guard. Mind the pointy of your sword. I don't want you to cut yourself before I can skewer you. Glad you care so much. Nice! Let's go. You will dance in the hall. Cheating pig. Nice! I'm dying. Faking agony. The king killed me. I'm a martyr. Yeah, you are. Thanks to you. I'm now a saint. I'm creating a new church. Oh my gosh. James, you still don't have a freaking nickname that I can't refer to you as. Arnold of Grevo was apparently Jesus. Alright. Good answer. See, I have a large following already. No. It's obviously not going to end well. And the church is going through a schism. You have to give more power to the priesthood, or the backlash will be terrible. No. The Schizmatic start a schism. Interesting. It took James 29 years in power to get a nickname. That shows you what kind of king he was. Boring. He was just boring. There's nothing to say about it. James is schismatic. He didn't even get a good name, but he lasted for a long time. You know, he's like a middle relief pitcher. He's just there to eat up innings. You know, the starter gets kicked out after inning 5, after having, you know, let's say he gave up 2 or 3 runs, but he ended up pitching like 100 pitches. He's a strikeout guy, so that happens. He came in the 5th inning, pitched all the way to the 7th, without giving up a run, which is awesome. And now, you know, he finally got a nickname. He's a middle relief guy. We'll see who comes in afterwards to play setup and closer. Both parts of the church fought for a long time, for a result that was not really clear. Interesting. Finally, James got a nickname, though. James, the Schizmatic. You know he didn't. You know he murdered that saint. Well, we can't afford to stop paying taxes, so no. That says we have reports of a dragon spreading destruction on the mountain. That's crap. Our beautiful capital smells of garbage. Here, let's build a sewer. Can't afford to build a sewer. I would like to conduct a mass. No. Oh, nice. Everyone knows what's happened when you're in James the Schizmatic and you're 34 years in power and you're kicking fucking ass. You keep going. Follow the dog. Brings you to the throne room. Sit. Huh. Interesting. Allow the help. I hear strange noises. We'd have more cars patrolling. Alright. There we go. I don't think there was a right answer there. Though what a life to have lived. R.I.P. to James, the prestigious king who basically accomplished nothing but was in power for 37 years. What a good 37 years that was, though. He died because he eventually went broke. He was loaded this entire time. He was wealthy. Lost the wealth. And now he's dead. R.I.P. Well, I'll see you in the next one. James lasted a long time, so you'll get to see. So we'll get a couple more videos out of this. You'll get to hear some more of the great dictators, the great kings, the reigns of history. Bada boom, bada bang.